Since I can't mention the word, lest I be banned, I won't mention it. But many people are agitating pre-existing conditions, many times unaware to them. They get what appears to be some help when all it did was expose a pre-existing condition unaware to them. If that makes any sense. And you can make the application to where it applies. You know what I'm talking about. So you can say it this way. The aggravation of pre-existing conditions many times unaware to an individual. I knew an individual who never smoked in his whole life. Aggravated pre-existing conditions unaware to him. Lung cancer. See, how could he get lung cancer? He didn't smoke. Who knows? Pre-existing condition unaware to him because he figured he didn't smoke. Thus, why would he get cancer of the lungs? Pre-existing conditions, being obese, aware of that, gets what appears to be help, but only aggravate it a little more to where she's paralyzed. So in this light, it gets worked to a good. How's that? Had they not got into something that was supposed to take care of something other than their pre-existing condition, aware or unaware, doing this something else aggravated it to reveal it, to have them either turn to someone to take care of this pre-existing condition unaware, or, better yet, turn to God, who could heal this existing condition unaware. It's brought to the attention for God to take care of it, and He does. But if you can't go there, at least in the grace of God, and if the world of medicine could take care of this, they would. To what degree that they could. But better yet, whom the Lord loves, He frustrates. Why does He frustrate? Our love, to draw us to Him and have Him sustain our lives to the inward man, unaware to us. Unaware. We could put on an inward man that would sustain this body, but instead we go with the flesh, with its opinions and ideas. Thus we're on our way of dying and not even aware of it. Father, forgive them, they don't know what they're doing. I mean, he nailed it. We don't know what we're doing. Independent of Him, we were born cut off from you. How could we have ever known? With a self-created flesh, independent from God, you wouldn't know this. It's when you surrender, and by His act of love, as strange as it may sound, by revealing pre-existing conditions, we all have conditions. The soul that sins, dies, that puts us all in the same category. We have all sinned, and we're all dying. If you don't believe that, take a look in the mirror. You're gradually growing older and older, and eventually you will die. You'll die sooner rather than later if you don't see this. Also, see this: we don't tempt God or put God to a test to prove himself. He proves himself without you tempting him. It's not that you're doing nothing. You discover your helpless condition and realize, apart from him, you can do nothing, but through him, you can do all things. He's already done it. He's not only saved you, but promised to sustain you, and that some need should arise to rescue you. And you at least embracing that by an act of your free will, allowing him to do what he promised. And it's not testing him, it's proving himself to be what he promised. He proves his promises. His promises are based in the swearing of his own name, and that he could swear by none higher. He swears by his own name, that if what he said isn't fulfilled, and his promise to save you, sustain you, and rescue you, he would destroy himself. But that isn't the case. He never will. We destroy ourselves by acting independent from him and going with the flesh, the world's opinions and ideas. Thus we're on the way of dying. I mean, these are some things to consider. And you know what I'm talking about. And you know why I can't mention what I'm talking about. But you make it. Ask the Father for you to give his application to what's going on in this world today. And you will understand by yielding your mind to a greater mind that's in your spirit that could hear from his Father. And through that mind, to the Word, empowering that Word by his Spirit, save you, sustain you, and rescue you.